there, everyone. It's story time with Marvelous on Monday. And Buttercup, there she is. Our story today is Friends of a Feather. I was sitting and looking for something to do, just scraping some gum off the sole of my shoe, when the strangest of happenings happened, you see. Out of nowhere, a feather just landed on me. A quite lovely feather with all different hues. There were misty blue greens and metallic green blues. I don't know where it came from. It seemed so absurd, but I knew I must find this strange, fabulous bird. A feather this lovely would surely be missed, so I grabbed the zoo animal resident list, and I'd give back that feather before I was through. After all, I've been told it's the right thing to do. After running inside to pack up my spy glasses, some rope, a canteen, and a camera with flashes, 28 cents, and a marble or two, a compass, a watch, and my new hiking shoes, I was set to investigate the Zimmerfield Zoo. With feather in hand, I commenced with my search, looking every which way for a bird or a perch. I was plotting a course on my Zimmerfield map when a toucan appeared and sat down in my lap. You're a beautiful bird, but there's only one catch. The feather I have and your feathers don't match. I fastened my rope to the branch of a tree and climbed up to determine just what I might see when a woodpecker started pecking on me. I shooed him away and climbed down from my rope, and that's the last time I see a woodpecker, I hope. I followed some bird tracks throughout the zoo ground, and you wouldn't believe what I finally found. The most marvelous ostrich you will ever see. Though the view I had was just eyeball to knee, and with feathers so big that they terrified me. When I caught my composure, I glanced up to see a high-flying bird that was circling me. A black-feathered vulture with shifty dark eyes who seemed to be looking at smallish-type guys. So I stood on my tiptoes before he got wise. I cautiously stepped to the mynah bird's nest to ask if he might be of help in my quest. "Hello, Mr. Mynah." "Hello," he spoke back. "I'm looking for feathers, but yours are all black." "I'm looking for feathers," he spoke to the air. I could tell this discussion was going nowhere. I hiked past a waterfall and a beehive when I noticed some penguins preparing to dive. I raced by so fast that I just couldn't see if their feathers were like those that fell upon me. I was trying to escape from a huge bumblebee. That bee was still gaining, I'm sorry to say, when a red-bearded bee-eater fluttered his way. When the bee got one look at that oncoming beak, he started to shake and his stomach got weak. He no longer wanted to chase me, I feel. He was scared of becoming a bee-eater's meal. I spied a wise owl on top of a pole with his head turning round. He looked out of control. "Mr. Owl," I inquired, "can you give me a clue? Have you seen any bird with these feathers go through?" He just sat and he watched and he finally said, "Hoo!" This bird watching stuff was exhausting my feet, so I used my spare change to get something to eat while I soaked my sore feet in the cool running stream. A flamingo ate some of my chocolate ice cream. "Your feathers are nice, but they're much, much too pink. My feather belongs to another, I think." I started to put on my socks and my shoes when I noticed a bird with some greens and some blues. "I think that I finally found it," I said. Then I tried to sneak closer before the bird fled. But the bird turned around and pursued me instead. So I hurried as fast as I could with my gear, and I wished between breaths that my mother were here. I was running as fast as my feet could withstand when the feather had tumbled out of my hand. And the minute the bird saw the feather had dropped, that peacock slowed down to the feather and stopped. Wait, the bird said as I shook in my track. I just wanted to thank you for bringing it back. After all, he went on, it's the right thing to do. So I'd like to present this fine feather to you. How nice. An act of kindness, which we should all have. And that's the end. Buttercup looks happy about it. There's a few of the animals, birds that were in the book. A bee eater, cattle egret, flamingo, ibis, a myna bird, ostrich, owl, the peacock, the pelican, the penguin, and Sullivan squawker, the woodpecker, the warthog, the vulture, and toucan. And there are those googly eyes. Thanks for listening today. I hope you have a marvelous Monday. See you next time.